Hey guys, this is Ernesto and welcome back to yet another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm having a wonderful day. So today we're going to talk about this LED video light that Peergear sent me and how I used it on this photo shoot that you guys will see in this video. So stay tuned and we're going to get straight into it. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm not a big gear person. I don't talk about gear too much, but given that Peergear sent me this light, they didn't sponsor this video, but they sent me like 4 of these lights. Now these lights are great for like events, like if you're doing weddings and you wanted to get like some detailed shots of like rings and shoes and stuff like that. This light will be awesome for that. It also could be used as a video light on top of your camera because it comes with a cold shoe. So you could use this light for a variety of things and including Zoom calls, which is what I've been using it for a lot these days. So this light is very versatile. But that being said, I want to talk about how I use this light on a photo shoot. Heading into this photo shoot, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had no concepts, nothing. When I reached out to the model, I basically told her, just show up. I don't have anything, just come with some options and we'll go from there. We'll, create something. That could be a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing about that is that you will have no idea what you're gonna get and it could be very exciting. The bad thing about that is that it could be terrible. It could be a waste of time for the model to show up and you don't have any images to provide her, right? So I would say, for me personally, I like to head into a photo shoot knowing exactly what I'm gonna do, how it's gonna come out for the most part. And I don't like to go into a photo shoot where I don't know the variables. And that for me is kind of scary. So for this particular photo shoot, I just decided to say, you know what? I'm gonna go into it because I really didn't know how I wanted to use these lights. So heading into this photo shoot, the one thing that I absolutely knew that I wanted to do and cover was the background. Now I know these little lights wouldn't be able to cover the background. It won't have enough coverage for that. So I decided to use the Godox FV150 light to basically cover the background. On those lights, I had 2 gels on each of the lights. One of the gel was a blue gel and the other one was a green gel. That offered me a little bit of a teal look on the background. Now the background that I used was a paper background. It was white. So it basically took in that color really nicely. So that's what I used on the background. Those 2 video lights, which is the Godox FV150. Now, for the subject, what I decided to do on the subject, initially for the first set of images, which was basically me trying to feel things out of where I wanted to go, what direction I wanted to go with this shoot. So the first thing I decided to do was try to get like a clean shot, a clean image, try to say, okay, maybe that's what I'm looking for with these images and this particular light. So what I decided to do was put 2 video lights in front of the subjects. I started out with just 1 video light, which is this, one of these video lights in front of the subject. Now that didn't offer too much light on the subject and I didn't really like the results of that. I had this set at daylight balance. Now you can set these lights in multiple colors as you would like, but for the first setup, I had it in daylight balance. Now the 1 light wasn't strong enough, so I decided to add 2 lights like directly in the front of the subject, 1 to the left and 1 to the right. So 1 camera right and 1 camera left, directly in front of the subject. By doing that at full power, so this was at full 100% power, that offered enough light that basically offered me or gave me the look that I was looking for, which is that clean type of image. Now, these first 2 images that you will see is nothing award winning, but it was something that helped me to, calibrate and figure out where I wanted to go. Because I knew when I first saw these 2 images, I wasn't really absolutely in love with it, but I knew I had to keep going. Now with the next setup, what I decided to do was change the color on these lights. So I moved it from daylight balance to red. So this on camera left, this light was in red, and then I had another light on camera right, which was set to teal, which is kind of the same type of color for the background. So I had that position camera left and camera right of the subject. So the subject was simply playing back and forth between the two lights, whether, you know, be the red light or the teal light. So I had them both positioned to the left and right of her so she could basically pose for each and every one of them. So when I start seeing the images for these particular shots, I really enjoy these particular image, and I really enjoy the direction of where this was going. Because if you guys know me, I pretty much love color in my image. So the fact that I saw these rich colors showing up at the back of my camera, I really loved the direction of where this was going. And so you guys take a look and let me know if you feel the same way. So this next setup, what I decided to do was simply manipulate the settings on my camera. From a lighting perspective, everything was still the same. Nothing really changed. I still was using the red light on camera left. I was still using the teal light on camera right. What I did on my camera was simply drag my shutter. And if you guys are not familiar with that statement, it's simply what I decided to do was make my shutter speed extremely slow. So when I clicked on my shutter, any type of movement that was done by the model or by myself, the image would have been a little bit out of focus, or you would have seen motion. Once I dragged my shutter, I simply moved my camera around. That allowed the color that was already present from those lights to simply blend in and make a nice little texture that I love. So when I saw it at the back of my camera, I really loved the direction of where those images were going, and I simply played to that, and I simply took a couple of images, which you guys will see right now. So for this final setup, again, wasn't any plan that I had for this particular photo shoot, but I really love how the garment was just falling on the subject face. So I decided to just roll with that and simply took it to a little bit of an extreme, a little bit unusual, if you would. But I thought that the way that she was wearing it on her face really matches with the time that we're in right now, which is, you know, most folks are wearing, you know, masks these days, right? So I took it to a little bit of an extreme. I was like, you know, let's cover your entire face instead of, you know, covering half of the face. Let's cover your entire face. So we decided to cover her entire face. She did a really awesome job in tying that so that we can actually, you know, capture it. So big thumbs to you, Shannon, for that. So, and then what we decided to do after that was simply saying, okay, well, let's not cover your entire face. Let's flip it. Let's do it the opposite way. By instead of just covering your nose and your lips, let's just reveal your lips, right? So we also did that. And I really love how that came out as well. So you guys can take a look at the images and let me know what you guys think. that is it. If you did, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, obviously. Put some comments down below. Let me know what you think of these images in this video. Drop those comments down below. I'll be in the comments. I'll respond to them. Or just let me know in general what you think of the overall video. And guys, please share this video with your friends and family if you think it will be helpful to them. And guys, if you got this far in this video and you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, well, you know what? Like I said in some of my videos, not all of them, I'm not forcing you, but subscribe if you want. All right, guys, I will see you on my next video. Take care.